Hi boys and girls, welcome to the Crafty Corner here at the Fayette County Public Library. I'm Miss Lisa and I've got a cool craft for you today. It is St. Patrick's Day. Don't you know that if you follow a rainbow, you're supposed to find a pot of gold at the end? So today we are going to be making this rainbow twirler with the pot of gold at the end. It's really quite simple, really quite pretty to hang up. So come down to the library and get your package. You have a pot that's already cut out for you. You're going to have some yellow paper so you can make some gold. You're going to have a paper plate so we can make our rainbow. You will also get a little piece of yarn to be able to hang the whole thing up. So what do we need to do? First of all, we're going to go ahead and cut out our gold coins. So to make a gold coin, the easiest way that I have found is to cut squares. Okay, if you can cut some squares, this one's a little bit of a rectangle, but we'll cut squares, and then you trim the edges off, trim those corners off, and you can easily get a circle that looks pretty nice. Okay, so some of your circles don't have to be perfect because we're wanting the gold coins to come out of the pot. Okay, so did you see how I slid those there underneath? So what I'm going to do is take my glue stick and I'm just going to rub a bunch of glue here on the back side of this cauldron, and then we're going to put our gold coins here, bad end down. Okay, the rounded end will stick up, and so this will be the front, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of gold coming right out of that pot. All right, so now we need a few other coins. So I'm going to cut this again in half. And I'm going to make some squares, and it's depending on how many coins you want that are overflowing from your gold pot. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim off those corners and those points and round it up to make a circle. And I have lots here that we can just put down. Oh, some of those aren't quite round, are they? When they're not quite round, just trim them back up again. Now, if you got some drawing ability, you would want to, I'm just not going to use that one. You could even draw little designs on these gold coins. Maybe they're special coins from a make-believe country, and you could put some dollar signs on there or a face on there. That would look really pretty cool. All right, so there's some of my coins that are overflowing from my pot of gold. Now we need to make the rainbow. To make a rainbow, you need to have your red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Get those markers out. Now, if you want to add pink, I don't care. Okay, so you make your rainbow as pretty as you want it to be. All right, so what we're going to do is get your markers and just color your paper plate in strips. It doesn't matter how wide your strips are, but you do want to color it pretty darkly so there's not white showing. So there's some red, and I'm going to make some orange. Now on the corners of these paper plates, they're a little bit hard to, because they're ridged, it's a little bit hard to get the color to be solid. So there's some orange, and we're going to color some yellow. Ooh, that's fluorescent yellow. Nice. All right. So you might actually want to color both sides of your paper plate, because as it twirls and spins in the wind, you would be able to see both sides. But for today and for this demonstration, I am just going to go ahead and just color up this one side. But if you're at home doing this, I would color both sides. And if you wanted to use paint, that would make it go a little faster maybe if you like to paint. You could use crayons or colored pencils. But I find for me, markers are one of the fastest ways to get lots of color on a large area. Okay, now I love purple. It's my favorite color. So let's go ahead and get some purple on here. Now I have some white left over, so I'm just going to sort of backtrack and go ahead and put on there some red. You make your bars a little bit wider. You wouldn't have to repeat colors, but this makes it even prettier, I think. Let's go ahead and get some orange on there. And I think we're going to be ending this with that fluorescent yellow. All right, so then there's our rainbow. Ooh, that is really pretty. Now, to make it twirly, you're going to want to take some scissors and you're going to want to just come in, make a snip anywhere on the paper plate. And then we're just going to cut in circles, okay? About a ½ inch for each circle you make. So that's about a ½ inch. You're just going to want to go all the way around the paper plate. Now don't run your scissors off here when you get to the end, because now you're going to come in again. Okay, did you see what I did? We want to make sure that we're making a twirler. It's going to spin around and around and around and around. Okay, so we don't cut the paper plate all the way off. Just keep spinning around and around. Some of you may have made like a snake, a curly snake maybe in preschool that's sort of like this. Just keep going and going and going until you get all the way to the end. And I've twirled it a lot. Now, how do we attach it to this? And that's a good question. You're going to want to take your end and you want to have it to stick underneath there so that this part comes up. Now, I found when I did this before that just glue stick or white stick doesn't hold it very well. So I went ahead and stuck that down in the glue, and then I went ahead and used some tape to go all the way across that paper plate. Couple of pieces of tape will hold that in place, because if you really do hang this outside or even inside, it would come off if the wind grabbed it too much. All right, so we have that part. The only thing left to do is put a hole in the very top of your rainbow. Okay, a hole punch works, or if you just want to poke a pencil through there to make a hole and to put your yarn through there to make a little hanger. And if you're not sure how to tie a knot, have a parent help you make a little knot. Let's see, I need to go under. I'm going to tie a knot here at the top with this pretty pink string, and then I can hang it up, and we have this huge rainbow twirler. Now, can you see, boys and girls, how it's white on the other side? If you color it, it's even prettier. So this is my St. Patrick's Day craft. I sure hope you like it. Come to the library here and come pick up a package. Come see me again. Actually, in 2 weeks, we're taking a week off for spring break. Come see me again in 2 weeks for another great craft here at the Crafty Corner at the Fayette County Public Library. See ya.